Hey folks, it's Vic Noble here with your weekly trade example for the week ending July the 5th of 2013. And today I'd like to walk you through an analysis of a trade setup using patterns from our Recurring Forex Patterns course, together with price levels and trend and all that, just to show you how it all fits together. And I'm going to look at this pair right here, the US Canadian dollar pair. And the thing to notice here is that this is an uptrend. I mean, and the easy money is going to be made trading in alignment with that trend. And I use these support resistance lines to find out levels where I might expect a reaction, and if there's a pattern setting up at that same level, then you get excited about it. But this level here, for example, used to be resistance. See what happened when it hit it again? Then it went above it and came. I'll zoom this in again. Went above it and came back to it. It was now old resistance became support, and so on. We've shown this before in other weekly trade examples. On the 1 hour chart, I'm going to show you a trade. There is a whole bunch of them in here, but as there normally is. But on the 1 hour chart, always keep an eye on the bigger picture, the bigger swings, and see where price levels come to. And from this low, and this was back on the 27th of June. This is the 2nd of July. We had these different retracement levels here of 38, 50, 62, and 79. Also examine the other swings to see if there's anything matching up. And from this low up to the same high, look at the overlap we had here with these Fibonacci levels overlapping right here, and right here. And these are all, like, that was pattern 4, this was another pattern 4, this was another pattern 4, and they set up really good buying opportunities. I'm going to zero in on this one right here. We had and I could show you any other ones. I mean, they all were excellent trades, but this is one I actually went over in the coach's corner the other day in great detail. And this trade, when this happened here, we're expecting there to be possible support. You can see if you look back in here, I mean, what a good level that was. See the resistance that it was back in there, and the support here. Very, very nice level to expect there's to be something. So now you want to go down to the smaller time frames, and we're going to go to the 15-minute chart and see, okay, what's happening down here. And this is that same level right down here. This was actually we had positive MACD divergence at a place where we expected to be support on a currency pair that's in a big uptrend, right? Makes sense? You got to be patient for these trades. Don't try to jump into every little thing that comes along. Here's the price going down, there's the MACD going up, and this became qualified, and then we use a noble entry, and there's a buy area right down in here, and this is all around the figure as well, the 105 figure level. Very important. The figure levels are always important to watch. So then as price started to go up, if we go back to the 1 hour chart, what we could do with the 1 hour chart is look for the possibility of a pattern 6 setting up. So here was that buy. Let me take these other lines off here for now. The buy level that we had initially was right down in here. We bought this pullback, and this was in Asia, by the way, Singapore session. And then when we came into London, we started to break above these little swing highs, turning the market flow up, and it became a qualified pattern number 6, also called the VIC trade. And it was as it pulled back here, there was a really nice level that set up. Again, I went into real big detail in the coach's corner, but down here at this 105.10 level, this initial trade back here was actually what's called a 15-minute MOF trade. We use slingshots and MOFs to help confirm these patterns. It works really, really well. And then it pulled back here into a 30-minute MOF trade, and up she went. And what a nice move these were. And these are just exactly the kind of trades that show up using the RFP patterns. They show up every day, something. And by the way, all of this price action here with this huge drop, very, very dangerous. And this is another part of trading. Don't just be mechanical about your trading. You understand what's going on environmentally. What's happening here? ECB rate announcements. Mario Draghi speaking, who's the European Central Bank, the head guy. When these guys speak and rate announcements come out, the U.S. dollar can be greatly affected. So, and it certainly was. Be protected, be out of your trades, whatever. Don't allow this to become any kind of anything but a nice profit. In fact, even getting in on the later trade here instead of down here, there was well over a 4-to-1 reward to risk available. I mean, it happens all the time because we do these with very small risk, by the way. by the way, when price came down to here, perfect pattern number 4 setup again. And let me just go to a 4-hour chart. This is why we use these support resistance lines. Look at this support resistance in here, and there was more of it up in this level, so it kind of created a band in here where we could expect there to be something. Well, what it was a perfect pattern number 4 setup right here, and up it went again. Do you know that today, this is live right now as I'm recording this, this is another pattern 4 sell up at 106.03, I believe it was at, right? And it got qualified and had our nice little the way that we'd like to get into these things. It's all it's all in the course, but and it ended up, oops, I just scrolled to the end here, and it ended up being a very nice sell up here at the 106 figure level, and you can see what's happened since then. It's been a pretty good little trade actually. So those are the kind of trades that show up, like I say, using the RFP patterns. And keep in mind this, let me go back to the 1-hour chart. You do not need to be taking all these different patterns, okay? Just one pattern is all you need. Okay, and we in the RFP Daily Trade Review Service, we just cover 2 of them. Just one of them, no, and you have a really, really nice reward to risk. So don't make this complicated. Don't try to, be a real, hotshot with all this. You don't have to do that. I get an email every day from a guy named Bob Proctor, who you might have heard of. He's a leader in the field of personal development, and the message today was written by another guy, but it was about not trying to necessarily do things alone all the time. Sometimes people just bump along and they don't want to ask for help because they might look at it as a sign of weakness or a lack of ability or a pride thing or whatever it is. That's just ridiculous. We all need help with different things. And I've been very fortunate in having the opportunity to effectively help people with their trading. So, whether it's the RFP Daily Trade Review Service that Shirley Hudson and I provide, or the Coach's Corner, or whatever it is, take an honest look at your own trading and don't allow yourself to continue to struggle and have problems with your trading. I mean, that just makes no sense, and certainly it's not in your best interest to do that. Okay, so let me know if you have any questions or comments, and I'd be happy to get back to you. In any event, have a great weekend and a great week ahead, and I'll see you at the end of next week. Thanks so much.